Excuse me.
It's pretty tough to get people to band together for a common cause. Each person is their own entity, which means they have different desires and goals. Unifying all those diverse wants and needs under the banner of a single region feels nigh impossible.
A shame.
Just how long are we going to fight against that impossibility? Apparently for a while, because there's a lot of turmoil that needs to be seen too. I had thought the kingdom would have presented a more united front against the Empire. To be honest, I was quite surprised that such a disturbance would happen in the royal capital. It's a good thing that the kingdom ended up with Aryan Road, I'll tell you that. If they hadn't, I'm sure the Empire would have marched far into kingdom territory by now. Probably, honestly. Although, to be fair though, there's all sorts of trouble within Imperial territory as well.
Hear a girl out, will you?
My brother died 6 years ago in the tragedy of Dusker. King Dimitri apologized to me personally for it. But all I want is for him to find out the truth, about why my brother had to die. I don't think you'll like the answer you find, unfortunately, but I suppose time will tell.
Oh, that's right.
Now that I think about it, I haven't been to Western Fargus all that much. I'm originally from the Empire, and I rarely had the opportunity to travel when I was with the church. I always thought I'd like to go there someday, but I confess this is not quite what I had in mind. No, I can imagine not. I can imagine not.
So, you up for it?
I thought you might not have been, but it turns out, English. But it turns out Cornelia was that same lady. As usual, she made a quick escape. What do you mean? How do you know her? Oh, she's the one who caused me so much pain. But at this point, I don't really care. Dee will take her down. Oh, you finally started using the nicknames, huh? Alrighty then. I wonder if it's always the same nickname throughout everything. Shame I can't confirm that with a... well... would Happy still call everybody by the same nickname? I don't know. Would it change at all? In between different timelines? Hard to say. I was worried for a while there, but I'm relieved there wasn't much damage to the city. And we were able to rescue Duke Ifon as well. What a load off our shoulders.
Right on.
Totally. Now if we can just do something about the West, all these problems within the kingdom should settle down. Yeah, I have to wonder, what in the world is Cornelia playing at? I can think of a lot of reasons why the Western nobles would oppose His Majesty. But her? Nothing comes to mind. There's something unsettling about all this. If only you all knew. Although to be fair, you may end up knowing at some point. Actually, remind me, have I gotten the new battalions yet?
Hello, you.
I have. Excellent. Let's just grab these real quick. Shut up. Alrighty, let's see if they can withstand at least a little bit. Probably not, but we'll see. I heard rumors that Felix and his father weren't on good terms, but that doesn't appear to be the case, does it? A while back, Felix seemed pretty keen on cutting ties with his house. But maybe now that he's succeeded to the head of his family, he understands his father's feelings a little more. Oh, there's still misunderstandings, don't get me wrong.
Nothing to report.
Greetings, Commander! Nothing to report! You know, there are some sacred sites for the Church of Saros in the Western Kingdom. There's the Rhodos Coast... Is it the Rhodos or Rhodes Coast? And Lake Tutades. I've never been to them, though.
Sounds great.
I'd love to go on a little sacred sightseeing tour once all this fighting has died down. Maybe you can come with me. If you're not busy, I mean. It would be interesting to see what they look like when there's not any fighting to worry about.
Lifeblood of any army.
There we go.
Everything has its use.
Come this way. You have my gratitude.
I believe things are in order. Your aid in Ferdiad was invaluable. We could not have rescued His Majesty alone, not even if we staked our lives on the fight.
Nuh-uh.
Nah, I didn't do much. Felix was the one who made the decision to go to the capital. Haha, yes, I thanked him as well, though he rewarded my efforts with no small amount of curtness. He muttered something about it being preferable to having nightmares about abandoning us. I do wonder where he got that sharp tongue of his. Now, let us all work together from here on out and move quickly to subdue the West. All the same.
Come to think of it,
Baron Dominic is an incredibly good man, but his son is a dyed-in-the-wool libertine. Oh boy. He bears the crest of Dominic and received excellent grades at the Officers' Academy. Yet he insisted on becoming a traveling minstrel of all things. He's probably off wandering and warbling this very moment. Huh, so that's what was mentioned. Well, that's what Gilbert was talking about then. In the Black Eagle route. That's fun. No wonder why Annette gets saddled with Crusher.
How about it?
Doesn't all this moving around make you lose track of where we are? Especially since we've been rushing around all these places that look practically the same. I'm not even sure we're in the kingdom anymore.
Nuh-uh.
We're definitely in the kingdom. You might want to try and pay more attention to the world around you.
No.
I knew I shouldn't have gone outside. I can't take this anymore. Oh boy.
You look well today. I see.
What a great relief to have Dimitri back safe and sound. I have also noticed that something about him has changed. I would not necessarily say that he is cheerful, but something in his countenance appears more at ease. Perhaps his friends encourage him, and that made him feel better. I would like to make more friends myself. Will Sedith allow you to? I guess we'll see. The commotion in the capital has subsided for now. I'm glad we've got some good news for Lady Rhea. Oh, speaking of good news, my former partner has officially signed on to help us. We're going to meet up with her in Aryan Road. I can't wait to see her again. Alright, so she'll be a recruit for Part 2 then. Got it. Good to know. Alright, I'm pretty sure I don't have anything to worry about in the Tactics Academy, and even if I do, I can worry about it later. So what are you two discussing? Baron Dominic is in a precarious position. Speaking with my brother will be no simple matter. That's true. Even if he wanted to help us, he can't risk doing anything reckless so long as the other Western nobles have power. Our only option is to steadily gain control and cut down the West's military forces.
Let's give it our all.
I believe in you, Father. I'm certain Uncle Dominic will listen to you if you can make your way to him. Let's hope so.
Hi there. Over here!
You saved His Majesty. As a kingdom citizen, I am most grateful to you. Oh, how silly. I forgot to introduce myself. Viscount Brenius, at your service. Wonderful to make your acquaintance. Actually, my younger sister was at the Officers' Academy the same year as you and His Majesty. I suppose that's why I feel a sort of kinship with you. Well, in any case, I'll be praying for your great success. Alrighty then. What are you two discussing?
What do you think? Hello there.
Felix, I wish to speak with you about the part of the Dusker Vanguard that's being sent to House Fraldarius. Do your soldiers have any complaints? I imagine you have thoughts as well. Some might be dissatisfied, but I don't care if they are. I value a warrior's ability to fight. Things like where they're from don't matter to me. And to that end, there are many competent fighters among the Dusker soldiers, and they all have high morale. They make for good training partners, and we can learn a great deal from their techniques, and...
Hey there.
What? You got a problem? Speak up. Not at all. I was just thinking that His Majesty must find it reassuring to have a confidant like you. Huh? Well, I didn't expect to hear that. Whatever. You're free to say what you want. Thanks for not having Shez interrupt that. That's amusing.
Come here, will ya?
Pedigree and intelligence are qualities you're born with. Physical appearance, crests, and environment are out of your control as well. We humans are unequal at birth. What matters is how you fight with the hand you're dealt. That's what the boss always said anyway. I wonder what he's up to now. It's been a good while since he left Abyss. Wait... Are you planting a flag? You're planting a flag, aren't you?
How can I serve?
Among the Western lords, Count Duval's house was the closest to us in the Central Church. It might not actually be their intention to make enemies of us. We are also finding it quite painful to have to fight them. Yeah, there's a lot of that going around.
How are you feeling? Marvelous.
I am relieved we have cleared up that matter in the royal capital, and it appears the city sustained much less damage than we feared. 'Tis a pity we could not detain that temptress Cornelia, though. One day her presence may plunge Fargus into chaos. No, perhaps all of Fodlan even. You know something. Although, to be fair, I know something. But still.
Did you need something?
My husband is originally from House Mateus, and is much grieved by our current predicament. Actually, I saw the other end of this a while back, didn't I? He wishes not to spill the blood of his relatives. That is why I have come in his stead. But to be in the thrall of that deceitful woman and raise an army as a result, what a foolish man my father-in-law is. I guess it really wasn't political after all, because you were... Actually, because you're a member of House Gautier, right? No, I believe that's what I remember.
Greetings.
There's always some conflict or another going on in Fargus. I'm sure Lester and Adrestier are similar, and the same's true for Dusker. It's not so easy to settle a dispute between those with differing views. Yeah, not at all. What do you think about all this?
Perfect.
What a relief my father showed up. I guess he's somewhat reliable after all. He's not the type to suddenly spring into action, but I imagine he couldn't let things stand as they were. I mean, the Gautier name was used to spread false information, which put His Majesty in danger. I can't say I'm surprised. Well, given the sheer necessity of it, I imagine Ham would have been forced even if he didn't want to go. What has you humming and hawing? Besides everything. What is it, Dimitri?
No.
Ah, well, in truth, I spent much of last night getting firmly scolded by Felix. Once he got started, he would not stop. We ended up talking through the night, much like the old days. In the end, Dedu came into the tent and began arguing with Felix. He gave you a dressing down, eh? But you better leave tonight wide open because I've got a list of complaints myself.
Greetings.
Pardon? Oh, yes, I understand. I'd best finish my work while the sun is still high in that case. Heh, I'm just pulling your leg. But I guess you'd be the type to take it seriously. In any case, I am truly sorry to have worried you. What a feckless man I am, ever toiling to no avail.
I wonder.
I promise, I will walk alongside everyone else moving forward. Will you, though? I guess time will tell on that front.
Please be listening. Oh.
I am having a hard time staying in the kingdom so long. The cold is wearing me down. How are the people from the kingdom all right? I am wondering if they have any advice for enduring the cold. I'm sure they've gotten used to it, otherwise they never would have settled here.
Interesting.
I was hearing that the kingdom was made when they went against the Empire. I am thinking they did not have a choice. Either way, as they have said, as others have said, I believe Sylvain said it, it's a half-frozen pile of dirt, but it's their half-frozen pile of dirt.
Hey.
The most powerful general in all of the Empire is the Minister of Military Affairs, Count Burgleys. And the mightiest in all the Alliance is Lord Holst of House Goneril. I hear the Minister of Military Affairs was in command on the Eastern Front. I wonder if those two ended up duking it out. If they did, I wonder what kind of fight it was. Now that's a brawl I'd want a front row seat to. If only we got to see the end of that brawl.
Right?
Your deftness with a spear is truly a sight to behold. I imagine your teacher must have had considerable skill.
Right.
Yes, I actually learned it from my family, those in the castle and a friend who passed away. Oh, is that so? How impressive. I would certainly like to be as adept with a spear as you.
What say you?
Well, I could teach you if you like. I'm sure you could master it quickly. I wouldn't go so far as to say it would make Glenn happy, but at the very least, I would be glad if my skills could be of use to someone else. Well, good to see that you're taking this as best you can. Now, let's go take a look at the strategist and see what I need to see to before heading out.
Field are you headed to?
Alright, gotta show me... Ooh, I'll have to worry about that as well. A paralogue. With those three, that's not what I would have expected. And then, let's see, we get activity points back. Okay, so I don't have to worry about the training field yet. Good to know. Do I have time to see to that paralogue? Actually, depending on how many... no, I should probably get the remaining B supports before part 1 is over. I saw a couple of them were locked. I know there are a couple that are locked already, as of now. Yeah, I know all of this. I know there are a few that are locked, but I think it would, just to be sure that I don't miss any, I think it would be good. Oh yeah, I got more of these now. Excellent. Let's see. Oh, that looks good. Let's see. Trying to think of who I need to work on support with, though. Let's see. Now, who does Rodrigue have conversations with real quick? There he is. I'm pretty sure it's just with a few... Yeah, it's just with a few key members, so... Ingrid, Felix, Dimitri. That makes sense. And since I've already got... That would be good. Also, what did I even pick? This one? Yes. Somewhat reduced, I will take. Although, I'm pretty sure... Is this a B support? No, they had a C support, so it's probably A. Although it's the case here as well with Felix and Rodrigue. Actually, I'll just see what my list says. I've made a list to make sure I get them all. So Felix... Actually, Felix only has to worry about Ash and Annette as far as B supports are concerned? What about Sylvain? Actually, wait, no, that's because I'm looking at the wrong thing. But now I arranged this list. Well, I guess I'll just work on this one since it's the furthest away. Especially since Shez needs to work with his support with apparently Dedu and Rodrigue are the only ones I have to worry about for Shez.
Solid, solid.
Alright, I've already heard this conversation, so I can probably safely skip it or just laugh.
This is delicious. Why are you looking at me like that, Felix? I won't share my portion with you if that's what you're wondering.
I don't want your scraps, old man. I swear sometimes.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Alrighty.
Hunger is the
And
true
then... What else should I go for? That could be useful, actually. Actually, this is probably more useful. At least for a starting point. So Dimitri and... Who else? Actually, you two have support conversations, don't you? Let's start this path. Let's start this thread up. Hopefully it'll be amusing. If it's as good as the Marianne and Dimitri supports, I will be very happy.
Yeah, the flavor's not really there.
Eh.
This reminds me of my youth. The days I spent with Glenn and my father.
Really? For me? Thanks.
There we go.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Alright, that should be all I need as far as cooking is concerned, at least for a starting point. Now that I'm actually able to hold my own in combat. Do I want to save the paralogue for later, or do it now? Problem is I don't have that much time. Let's at least see if I can get a story point, so we can stay focused on that. I can always see to the paralogue later, as long as I do see to it. Okay, so... What was the objective? Alright, so it's a route map. Let's see. Who do I need to bring for the sake of...
None shall stand in my path.
Seteth and Flame, huh?
I shall perform to my utmost.
That's convenient enough for me, although the flyers are going to prove a problem. I could have you go back onto... Well, I could throw an advanced seal at you to get you the warrior class, actually. That way you can stay on the ground. Although, you can always dismount, so I'm not terribly concerned over it. Still, let me think, what else should I go for? Let's see, the problem is Seteth and Flame only really have supports with Shez. Let's see, is there a good one that I can put you on? Maybe Cavalry.
I'll do what I need to.
Remind me. I throw Dorothea in here. That's what I thought. Yeah, you should have efficacy against bows, because that's the common between you despite the difference elsewhere. I just need to give Shez something. I can always just put him on a horse for now. Yep, take our Arrow of Indra. I'm not going to worry about the abilities for now. Alright, we'll give you the Killer Tome. And you can steal your staff back. Yeah, we'll let you keep healing as well. That should be fine. Is there a better combat art since then? Ooh. Let's see what this has to say for itself. Swinging Fury is pretty useful for setting up Insanity. Oh yeah, I've got these now. They're not the most durable, so they probably won't withstand much, but still. It should help. So technically I've got the support between Sedith and Flame already, so I don't have to worry about that one. So I guess I can throw Flame... Actually, here's what I'll do then. Well, everybody gains support with everybody, so... Yeah, I think I... Well, do I give you the Warrior? I think you'll be fine on your Wyvern, at least for now. Actually, wait, have you maxed out the class? Yes, you have. Okay, I'm giving you Warrior. Be right back. Alright, that should take away the main danger. Now, didn't mess with your abilities at all. I don't want to have you take Warrior's Wisdom instead of that. I don't guard a whole lot, so you can take Wild Abandon as well. Alright, that should suffice. Let's get to work.
Stay.
Shall we?
Leave this one to me.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
I will give it my all. I will assist you.
I didn't change out any of the battalions for Dorothea or Flame, did I?
A life is
Whoops.
the only thing we can't replace.
I shall do my very best.
Oh, nice. Actually, you've got 3 meters on your class ability. I wonder what it does. Alright, who should I have Shez go after?
Not a problem.
And go this way. One of these days I'm gonna let myself see what that looks like. But first, we kill, apparently. It looks so weird seeing Sedith with that ridiculous cape. I mean, he does have one on his... Oh, wait a minute. Okay, that's awesome. Silly, but awesome.
Lament your weakness.
There we go. Seems to be a multi-hit, actually. Regardless, we carry on.
We weren't strong enough.
Lucky me. Huh. Didn't expect that to open the stun gauge. Alrighty. Thank you, Flame. Okay. And there's an awakening pot there if I need it. Let's go ahead and grab it while I'm here. Excellent. Now, Nightingale to open it up. We'll get pretty close to killing, actually. Nice.
I'm getting stronger. Not a problem. Not a problem.
Alright, keep at it.
Onward.
All we've got. Mind if we pair up?
It's not like you two need support, but at least this way it helps to mulch everybody. Huh, so that's where the enemy thief is? Might have to switch off who's where. Although you're going pretty much the complete opposite direction, so I can have Shez just intercept you for now.
Shall we? Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy. Directive fulfilled.
Doesn't seem like Shez's special ability helps me all that much when you're... Oh hey, something for Sedith to do. Go get him.
Let's go.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to have too much of a difference. Actually, maybe slightly, just to avoid getting mulched. Hello, goodbye.
We are better together.
We'll do it together. I've got you now.
And bam. Huh, not as much damage as I had hoped. Maybe I should have used Wheel Sweep to build up damage over here. There we go. Alright, you blocked it, but still opened up the stun gauge, so I'm happy. Nice. Alright, down you go. Let's go ahead and switch Flame up. See what she can do over here. Nice. Wait a minute, there's a time limit on defeating these guys? I just realized. There is a time limit. Interesting that they expect us to be super efficient with this. Oh, it's probably just defeating the messenger. Oh, I see.
Retreat! My work here is done.
It even congregates enemies in front of Seta. Interesting.
Surrender! Do not interfere! Despair in your powerlessness.
You are a shining beacon of courage.
Nice. Alright, the base captain falls. Okay, there is no time limit on the main one, it was just for the messenger. Lucky us.
Retreat! Shall we?
Leave this one.
And then we can send you in this direction.
I will do my best.
Should have had you pick a different ability. Well, a different spell, I should say. Still, at least you've got just enough lifesteal to where I can manage the rest.
I'm all right.
They are relying on me.
Keep it up. Alright. Don't know if this will be enough to take you out. Not quite.
Are you prepared?
And of course it misses, but that's okay. Alright, now you're done.
I will give it my all. Here goes.
How can I face my comrades after this?
How do you already have your warrior gauge up?
Strike in unison!
Not that I'm gonna complain that much.
I'm ready whenever you are. Apologies.
I am. And let's make this even more fun.
Do not interfere!
Very nice. Actually, wait, isn't this the one I sent Flame after? Actually, in that case. Let's send Shez further afield. Let him start mulching these guys. Oh, perfect. And that should knock out the base captain and the other archer.
I can do this.
Now we just gotta take this guy out.
They're severe. I have to fall back.
Oh, the enemy base showed up. A brawler. Interesting.
Strike in unison!
Yeah, I'm gonna need Shez to mulch this guy. Yeah, we'll keep Sedith and Shez in front. That should help. Excellent.
My duty calls.
Ooh, grab that.
Shall we? Take a breather.
And let's do this. So who exactly is... Where's the guy? Oh, he's going after the base captain right now. Actually, if I want this guy down quickly, there is a chance I can actually make this one work too. Thank you, Flame. Alright, I'll start ripping into him. No, you're dealing too little damage, Shez. You're not gonna be able to take him out. There we go.
Out of the way.
Well, if I can guide you to something else and try and set up more stun gauge breaks, maybe it'll be okay.
Enemy down.
There we go. Alright, keep at it. Actually, didn't I give someone type? No, it was type effectiveness on a mage against brawlers, so that'll just neutralize. You've got plenty of concoctions. We'll be fine. Yeah, definitely not. Yep, not getting this in time. No sense being concerned about much else then. Let's just finish whittling you down. One of these days you'll go down.
The stronghold's ours.
We are better together.
Okay, let's see how much damage this inflicts.
We'll do it together. I've got you now. Yeah, right. Take this out of the way.
Alright, then we can just hit the I win button a couple times and that should be it.
We are better together.
We'll do it together. I've got you now.
My duty calls.
Actually, you'll probably do more damage.
Mind if we pair up? I can do this.
Yes. This is the end.
Maybe not, actually. Oh, there we go.
It is over. I must tend to the wounded at once.
And there we go.
I'm getting better, but at what cost?
I won't let myself stop here.
As per usual.
Hey, new power. All right.
Oh, look at that.
Alright, not bad. Not bad as far as rewards go. Okay, let's see if there's a story point. There is. Nice. Let's hope this is the only one so I don't have to keep cutting in.
I have a message, Your Majesty. The Imperial Army has begun an assault on former Arendelle territory. They've caught on to us.
And? How does Arendelle fare?
The force we sent to bolster their defenses still holds the castle, but they're under considerable pressure and may not hold out much longer.
That bad, huh? Could they have planted spies in our midst at the fortress?
Even were that the case, this would be an odd turn of events. We left sizable reserves guarding both Aryan Road and Arendelle. Under those circumstances, Felix's unit alone would seem enough to keep the enemy at bay.
But this enemy marches under the flag of the Black Eagles. They appear to be the Emperor's personal battalion.
Lucky us.
Edelgard's trying to seize Aryan Road personally?
The Emperor has panache, I'll give her that. It takes some real guts to confront the Kingdom and Alliance simultaneously. If you ask me, it feels like quite a roll of the dice for us to keep focusing on the West, while the Imperial threat marches towards us unchecked.
But what choice do we have? We need to deal with both.
Still, it seems like we should be taking care of our own business in the West before we turn our attention to Aryan Road.
Agreed. If we don't quell this rebellion, the very kingdom could collapse in on itself. Of course, we can't turn a blind eye to the Empire's attack either. But taking the sword to these insurrectionists must be our top priority.
Indeed. Considering the relative urgencies of both situations, the trouble in the West takes precedence. That said, the thought of Aryan Road falling into her hands is a difficult one to stomach.
Send forth the Knights of Seros, then. We may be few in number, but even a small force can be all the difference when defending a siege. And given the debt we owe you, the Archbishop will surely not refuse you this favor.
Thank you, Seteth. I'll send an envoy to her at once. Go to Lady Rhea and request reinforcements from the knights at both Arundel and Aryan Road. Tell her, if Arundel proves too difficult to pacify, her knights should not hesitate to abandon it. If such an eventuality comes, they're to fall back to Aryan Road and hold the fortress with the others. Understood?
Yes, Your Majesty.
We don't have time to be sitting on our hands either. Let's hurry up and end this rebellion.
Right you are. There's not a moment to waste. We'll begin our war council at once.
You have anything to say, Felix? No. That's surprising, actually. Usually you have everything to say. Alright, so what's this require? Oh, just enemies defeated? Alright, that should be relatively simple. Okay. Anything good from these that I can work on? Ooh, training gear. Excellent. And a small side mission as well. Okay, cool. That's gonna take a while to reach. Looks like I've got plenty to see to then. Including a paralogue we'll have to see to as well. I wonder what that paralogue will involve if it's the three of them. Probably something to do with Dusker? Given... Actually, wait, there's people who have something to say? Who might... Oh, right, it's probably Seteth and Flame. Yep.
A moment.
I have already dispatched Catherine and our finest knights to Aryan Road. The ones leading the Kingdom's forces, Miklon, seems a talented man. I am sure he can weather the Empire's assault for the time being. That said, we can ill afford excessive deliberation. We must do something about this internal conflict with all possible haste. Alright, so Seteth and Flame are staying within our armies, so we can still draw from them if necessary, but... the rest are being sent further afield. Wait, Sylvain? What do we expect? Actually, wait, Flame's over by the tactics instructor, right?
Let's see.
There won't be much chance of victory against the Emperor's personal guard. They'll probably retake Arundel territory before long. The Knights of Seros and my brother's forces are preparing to try and hold the fort during the siege. And if they're to have any chance of succeeding, they'll need a supporting army, meaning outside reinforcements.
Not good.
I'm still feeling uneasy, even though we're the ones going to help. The Empire has way more soldiers.
You sure?
Well, we do have a smaller number of troops, but I don't think the difference is insurmountable. The folks we've got covering the siege are the cream of the crop. Plus, the kingdom's got access to the heroes' relics.
Nuh-uh.
I suppose you're right about all that, but we'll be preparing to fight the Western nobles after this. That battle will inevitably cost us, and after it's over, we'll need to keep some troops in the West. I'll try to speak to my father again. It can't hurt to ask.
Let's do this thing.
It looks like the Shreng forces have backed off for now, so I imagine my father will consider sending reinforcements. Probably. Probably not, though, given that there was just an attack, so I'd be hesitant to try and bank on that. Either way, that'll be all for now. Let's see, I guess next time we jump in, we'll see to the paralogue. And then support conversations, and then we'll see about dealing with this rebellion.